Jai Gurudev to all of you. Myself Rohit Dutt, and I'm taking our business studies class. So today we are going to start levels of management. And in our previous class we have discussed nature of management, that is art, science, and profession. So students, before we begin, again I would like to remind you that please go through the e-PDF of this chapter and make your learning effective. Okay, students, so in the screen itself you can see the topic levels of management. So let's start. Levels of management means different categories of managers having different quanta of authority from the lowest to the highest. So there is no hard and fast rules about the number of levels in an enterprise. Clear everyone? Small organizations have less levels, and the number of levels generally increases as the size of organization expands. Clear everyone? So the size of organizations increases, or it depends upon the type of organization you are running. If large scale, you are operating in a large scale, then you'll have number of levels of managers, okay, working at different levels. So it is also not necessary that the enterprise of the same size should have equal or identical levels. Clear? So you can see here from the study point of view. Okay, so the various managers have been grouped into the following three levels. Okay, you can see the levels. See over here. See over here, top management. Okay, then coming to the second one, that is our middle level. Then coming to our third one is the third one is supervisory or operational level. Okay, so we are going to start from one by one, that is top level. First one is our top management. Okay, and we are going to study the functions of each level. So coming to first point, that is top level management. So top level management in a company includes BOD, okay, or CEO. Clear everyone? So BOD, board of director, and the chief executives. Okay, so that directors are elected by the shareholders, and the chief executive is appointed by the directors from amongst them. So in your class 11th you already have studied, okay, about the directors, how they are being appointed, and chief executives are being appointed by the directors, okay, and directors are appointed by the shareholders. So chief executive is also called managing director or general manager or president or chairman, okay, whatever you like, you can say. Okay, so MD, in short, MD, managing director, GM, general manager, president or chairman. So the board of directors is responsible to the shareholder. Okay, the chief executive is a link between the board and his managers. So the directors and the chief executive jointly set the goals and formulate the policies to release them. So members of the top management team specialize mainly in the intellectual skills. They need not possess the technical skills. Okay, so they should have a dynamic vision and be creative enough to plan the course of a business. Okay, so coming to its functions in your NCERT, the functions are given in the mid. Okay, it's not given here point wise, point to point, and later on uh, during our revision time I will not I will make you all note down the levels, oh sorry, functions of management. So coming to our first function, that is long term objectives. Okay, first function of management or first function of top level management is long term objectives. So top level managers develop the long term objectives like the expansion of business, technological adaptations, manpower planning, etc. Okay, so then second function can be they have to take strategic decisions making also to formulate the business objectives. Clear everyone? So this is an important decisions to release these objectives. Okay, they here decides how the long term objectives are to be achieved in a phased manner. Then third function can be broad guidelines. Okay, so they lay down guidelines for their immediate subordinates. Okay, that is the departmental head about the major policies of their respective departments. Clear everyone? So it guides them how on how they have to coordinate their major activities. Fourth function can be major appointments. Okay, so top level authorities appoint the departmental head and some other key person and helps in developing organizational structures. Okay, then next function can be like protecting the integrity of the enterprise. Okay, so the strength, the existence of the company by keeping the moral of employees high. Clear? So it can be done by communicating effectively to the shareholders and by protecting the company from internal risk. Okay, then appraising the senior officers work. So these are the functions of top level management. Okay, so students, now coming to our second point, that is middle management. Okay, so this level consists of functional heads. Okay, like purchase manager, production manager, account manager, sales manager, plant superintendent, divisional manager, etc. Okay, so they are usually accountable to the top level managers and spell out the policy decisions to the lower management levels. Okay, so they are the link between top level and supervisory level. Okay, so let's see the functions also. Same again, saying that the functions are inherent in it. Okay, then coming to first function can be they formulate short term objectives. Okay, second they used to draft departmental policies. Okay, then assigning and delegating the activities. Okay, then coordination with other departments. So manager at this level can run their department smoothly by developing an effective rapport with other departments. Like production manager, for example, has to remain in constant touch with the purchase manager as raw material is supplied by the purchase department. Okay, then development of subordinate manager. So for the survival of any enterprise, it is essential that its manager keep themselves abreast of the latest development technical development, okay, and other innovations. Then reviewing the performance. So what middle level managers constantly receive information from the lower managers about the achievement and failures. Okay, so they reinforce the successful behavior and suggest measures to solve the problem that the subordinate manager face. Okay, so they try to ensure that the standards are achieved according to plans. Then coming to third, that is supervisory manager or operational managers. So this is the last level of managers in the management hierarchy. Manager at this level are known as supervisor also, foreman also, section officers, first line managers. Okay, so there are etc. There are many names. You can see the diagram here. See the first line you are seeing over here. So these operational managers or uh, supervisors, they are also known as first line managers. Okay, so they implement the policies of top management communicated to them by middle level managers. They so there are no further managers working under them. Their subordinates are workers, clerk, etc. So managers at this level concentrate on the following functions. So first one can be like work schedules. Okay, so supervisor develop day to day work schedules for their subordinates. They ensure that the workers and clerk stick to the schedules developed by them. Second one can be overseeing the activities of subordinates. So supervisor oversees the activities of workmen. Okay, they used to supervise that one. They see that everybody under them is doing the work competently according to the laid down standards. Clear? Then third function can be solving the problems. Okay, whenever the subordinate get stuck due to any problem, they come to their rescue. Okay, then a link between workers and higher level officers they create. Okay, so supervisor communicates the intent of the middle uh, and the top level officers to the workers, and likewise they are also the link for the workers also. Okay, so they send their problems to the higher ups, and in this way there are source of dialogues. Okay, in a picture Larla, you have learned, also you have seen that Anil Kapoor, he used to become the union leader, and he is communicating whatever the grievances of the lower workers to the higher authority. Okay, then they develop work procedures and method. Clear? So manager at this level poses the skills of the work they supervise. So they facilitate the work of their subordinates by developing work procedures and method of doing the job. Okay. Then reports of performance also. So this is very important function. Reports of performance. The supervisor are expected to compile a report of the work done by their subordinates. Okay. So they apprise the seniors about the achievement level. Clear, everyone? So these are the levels of management. Okay, students, if you are having any further query, then please let me know. Jai Gurudev.